Piyush KP from the Department of EC, Murada School of Engineering, Coimbatore. I am here before you to explain the concept of organic kitchen garden. In our day-to-day lives, we are consuming lots and lots of vegetables. Say for example, tomato. Tomato it is very rich in vitamin A, which is good for our eyes. Similarly, say for example, carrot. It is also very good source of vitamin A. And tomato it is also rich in vitamin K, which will strengthen your bones. It is very good for your skin. Like that, so many benefits are there for consuming tomato. Next one is brinjal. It is good in iron content, which will increase the development of the hemoglobin or your red blood cells. Next one is chili. Chili it is very rich in vitamin C and vitamin A. It is also acting as an antioxidant. It is also acting as an antitoxicant. It can help in digestion. Like that, it is having so many very large amount of benefits to the human race. Next one is curry leaves. It is very useful in controlling our cholesterol levels, sugar levels, pressure levels, and bitter gourd. Bitter gourd it is very good liver tonic. It can also, we are very familiar that it can control the diabetics of a patient, the sugar levels of a patient. Next one, cucumber. It can help in the weight loss. It is very rich in water content. More than around 70% of the cucumber is full of water, so that it can help in your weight loss. These are some of the fruits which you are consuming in your day-to-day life. First one, pomegranate. It can increase your hemoglobin levels. Next one is lemon. It is very rich in vitamin C, which will increase your immunity levels. Even though you are consuming all these vegetables and fruits, I am asking why there is an increase in the number of cancer patients day by day. Why there are discovery of new diseases. Why most of the children are uh, affecting from malnutrition. Have you ever thought of all these problems? You are consuming all kinds of vegetables, but again these problems are there. Why is the reason for that? And I am putting forward few more questions to you. Can you ask your grandparents how often they have visited a hospital? They will tell that they have visited their hospitals only very few number of times in their whole life. But what about the today's generation? Let us take the case of our children. Monthly, at least once you need to meet the doctor because they may be suffering from cold, fever, or malnutrition, or overweight, or different kind of problems may be there. What are the reasons for all these things? First reason may be the change in the lifestyle. Second is a lack of exercise, because exercise, when you are doing exercise, it will energize all the organs so that they can work properly. And there is one more reason, that is the most important reason, that is this one: the application of pesticides in your vegetables and the fruits which is available in the market. It is very clear from the picture which I have shown. Whenever they are applying the pesticide, they are using mask, gloves, etc. From this, it is very clear that it is really harmful to a human race. By using this pesticide application, you are not at all destroying the pest, but also you are destroying our soil by contaminating the soil with pesticide residues. You are destroying the nature by again contaminating the nature and destroying so many, say, plants which are beneficial to us. The next important problem is that you are destroying so many beneficial insects such as wasp, ladybug, because ladybug they can eat so many sucking pest like, say, aphids, mealybug, etc. And above all, you are destroying your young generation by giving them so many kinds of diseases and mutation in the DNA, etc., etc. So many kinds of problems you are giving to the younger generation due to the pesticide application. These are some of the pesticides the farmers are using in their day-to-day life. First one is endosulfan. You may have heard about the endosulfan. What are the bad effects of the endosulfan application? They are applied in cashew, and most of the vegetables now endosulfan is applied, but nobody will tell it in public. And furidan it is applied while you are planting a plantain tree or while you are planting a coconut tree. And nowadays they are being applied in tomato and all the other kinds of vegetables. Next one is carrot, and the last and foremost one is roga. These are the pesticides which the farmers are applying in their fields say monthly, at least twice they are applying in their fields. But all these things are coming under the category known as systemic pesticides. So what do you mean by systemic pesticides? There are broadly three classification of pesticides and fungicides. They are known as, first one is known as contact pesticides. Contact pesticides means when you are applying this kind of pesticide to the say pest, say millibug, it will not for the millibug, they are sucking pest. It can only be applied to say larva. When it is applied to a larva of a butterfly, it will destroy their nervous system and it will kill the larva due to the contact with this pesticide. That is known as contact pest. Next one is known as systemic pesticide. What do you mean by systemic pesticide? In the case of systemic pesticide, they are used to control sucking pests such as aphids, mealybug, etc. Systemic pesticide, when they are applied to a plant, it will be absorbed by the plant tissues and it will be circulated all over the plant body. So whenever the sucking pest like aphid is sucking the sap of the plant, they will get in contact with the pesticide and it will destroy the cells and it will destroy their nervous and stomach nervous system. They will destroy and finally they will come to an end. So all this, and the last one is known as translaminar pesticide. What do you mean by translaminar pesticide? Translaminar means if you need to apply the pesticide only to the top portion of the leaf, it will uh, dissolve and it will come to the bottom layer of the lamina of the leaf automatically. That is known as translaminar. It will penetrate through the leaves, right? But whatever I have shown, the picture is coming under the systemic pesticide. That means all this pesticide will be absorbed by the plants, and when you are consuming the fruit of the plant, we will also be affected by the pesticide. That is what is happening in your day-to-day life. What will be the end result of all this pesticide application? This is a picture. You are destroying our young generation. You are giving all kinds of disease to them. We don't need to explain much. You can see from the picture itself what is the problem caused by these pesticides. How can you solve this problem? And how can you save our human race from all these kinds of diseases? There are few steps for that. First solution is that you should make the farmers aware of all the bad or the ill effects of pesticide and chemical pesticide applications, and we will also, by simply making them aware of the pesticide problem, they won't be able to apply it in their farms. But instead of making them aware, in addition to that, you should make them aware of how to make organic pesticides and fertilizers and how to apply in their farms. Otherwise it won't be of any use, because they are not having any alternative other than applying chemical pesticides. So if we are making them aware of how to make the organic pesticides and fertilizers, at least some portion of the farmers will be applying there in the farms, and they will be able to transfer this message to the next farmer so that they will also be able to do it in their farms. So a part of the farmers will be transformed to biological or say organic farmers. That is what we need. Next thing is that, why can't you grow your own food in your home? That is one of the most important thing which you can do in each and every home. Why can't you grow your own food? At least say curry leaves and say chili. These are the two main vegetables which are mostly affected by the pesticides. Why can't you grow it in your home? Most of them may be telling that we are having only 3 cents of land, we are not having any space for that. but you don't need any of the space for this. At least you can plant some all this some few vegetables in a say grow bag or pot, and you keep it on your terrace, so that at least you will be getting some chilies and some curry leaves for a day-to-day consumption. It will considerably reduce the disease which you are seen in your which your child will be affected, will be considerably reduced, so that it will increase your health also. How can you grow your own food? The only solution is to develop your own kitchen garden. From the picture you can see that by developing a kitchen garden, it will also other than increasing the health of your child, it will also create some positive energy in your home. Your child also will be seeing all this kitchen garden what you are doing, and he will also take it to the next generation. Like that you can transform the generation. This is a small block diagram representing what do you mean by an organic garden, organic kitchen garden. Organic kitchen garden is mainly composed of four components. First one is crop rotation. Most of you may be aware of that. First you need to say cultivate pulses. After that, most of the nitrogen will be fixed into nitrates into the soil. Then you can cultivate some other crop. So whatever nitrogen it is fixed in the soil can be taken by the next crop. This is known as crop rotation. Next one is applying green manures. You can take so many green leaves and so many say bushes or plants which is available naturally in your garden. You pluck from the ground, keep it under the keep give it as a manure to the next vegetable plant. Next one is compost. You can make different kind of kitchen compost or vermicompost. They are they are really rich in nitrogen and phosphorus and potassium content, so that it will increase your health of the plant without applying any chemical fertilizers. Next one is the most important one. How to control the pest biologically. You are you may be heard of different beneficial microbes such as say trichoderma, pseudomonas. These are certain fungus and bacteria which are beneficial to us. They will kill the bacteria which is creating problems to your plant, and also it will generate some enzymes which will act as say which will act as pest to your plant. Then next one is, so most important thing is that you should not apply any chemical fertilizers and or pesticide, and similarly you should not add any chemical hormones or antibiotics. They are known as growth regulators. You should not add all those things. So this block diagram represents your organic kitchen garden. You should not apply any chemical things. That is the basic crux of the block diagram. All the things will be available from the nature itself. This is our experience. This is a photo of the kitchen garden, terrace garden which I have implemented in my home. You can see how many plants we have developed in my home. So I have around 90 plants planted on my terrace garden, and they are really growing well also. I haven't applied any chemical fertilizers or pesticide. Whatever I am applying is organic pesticides such as garlic extract, neem oil extract, all those organic pesticides I am applying. Then organic fertilizers such as neem cake, groundnut cake, say then what is that, cow dung. All those things I am keeping it in a bin, and after I will add some water to that. After few days it will get fermented into a good organic fertilizer, and say once in a week I will take a part of this organic fertilizer, I will mix it with some water, and I will pour to each and every plant. That is what I am doing here. And whenever I am seeing some pest attacks like aphid and mealybugs, I will be using certain biological control measures such as garlic extract, neem extract, and there are so many biological pesticides available such as tag folder from Tropical Agro, Nagastra from Nagasha Chemicals, like that. So I am applying all those things. So these are some of the few pictures of my harvest. You can see tomato, capsicum, brinjal, then salad cucumber. All those things are there in my garden. You can see how better they are growing in an organic atmosphere. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. So before I would like to conclude, Before my conclusion, I need to pass on few messages to you. Once in a life, you may be in need of a doctor or a policeman or a lawyer, but daily three times you need a farmer. So please be thankful to your farmer. Don't forget to support your local farmer also. So always be thankful to your farmer. Don't uh, make